Good squad, it's the big homie SB23 back at you with some more words of wisdom. Today we're going to talk about not playing games with people. Like, share, subscribe, and spread the message and the gems to anybody else who might could use this words of wisdom. Alright, so we're going to talk about not playing games with people. Now, I know one of my other videos, excuse me, I spoke on life being a video game, how life is like a video game, and I stand on that. That's very true. We all have to play this game that we're in. And if you treat it like a game, it makes it easier to walk within this life. So again, life is like a video game, but within the video game, we are supposed to be playing the game. We're not supposed to be playing each other. We're supposed to be coming together and co-oping with each other in order to beat the game. That's the whole purpose of the game, is to beat the game. It's not to beat each other within the game. So oftentimes in life, like I always say, you got people beside you who are your close relatives or loved ones or peers, friends, co-workers, who are secretly in competition with you instead of being on the same team with you. So like, you could think y'all are on the same team, but secretly they're in competition with you. They're secretly looking at your life and how you're moving and judging you, and then judging themselves, and then they're competing with you, but it's secret though. It's like behind the scenes. Like, they're not telling you like, yo, I'm envious of you, or yo, I feel this type of way about you, or whatever the case may be. They'll in your face are smiling, acting like everything's okay, but behind the scenes they got a whole plot of how they're trying to take you down and bring you down to their level, you know what I mean, instead of them rising up to your level, or you guys working together to both reach a certain level. You know what I mean? They might be seeing you moving along and you're reaching stuff quicker than them, and they feel some type of way about it, and then they build some envy. Or again, there might be some type of energy within you that you're holding, because this person could even be ahead of you in the game, but they look at you and they see the type of energy that you're holding and the type of audience it attracts, and that makes them envious. And instead of them working on themselves and figuring out what they need to do in order to harness the same type of energy, they become envious of it, and then therefore, like I said, behind the scenes are doing things to try to impede you or try to stunt your growth so that you can't reach your goal. So again, don't play games with people, because that's playing a game. When you're sitting there and you're pretending to be one way in somebody's face, but then behind the scenes you feel some type of way, you're playing a game. And anytime you're playing a game on somebody, you're really just playing it on yourself, because again, universal law says whatever you do to, or whatever you put out, comes back to you. So if you're playing a game with somebody, you're really just playing the game on yourself. And then here's another thing: when you are playing a game with somebody, whether they know it or not, the minute that they do find out that you are playing the game, you might not understand that this other player in the game is better at the game than you are. So again, I've said it a couple times in my videos, I used to have a mentality when anybody did something to me that I didn't like or rubbed me the wrong way, I would show them that I can play the game better than they can. So whatever it was, like if they tried to play me on any type of level, be it if we're friends and you do friends, lovers, whatever the case may be, if you cheated me or you slighted me in some sort of way and I found out about it, I would then have the mentality that, okay, that's the game you're playing, and I would come into your world and show you I can play that game better than you can play that game. You know what I'm saying? Because within every game there's levels. So, you know, again, if you pop on a video game, you know, there's usually easy, medium, and difficult. And then on some games there's advanced and then expert or insane, it'll say, or whatever the case may be. I was that type of person that I would bring myself down to whatever level you're at just to prove a point. You know what I mean? Even if I wasn't on that level, let's say that we, again, because like I said in my videos, when I get into a relationship with anybody, be it friendship, co-workers, a relationship, like lovers, I always come into it with honesty and pure intent. So the minute I find out that somebody was trying to play with me and play with my kindness and think that and take my kindness for a weakness, I would automatically flip that switch, and I would go into my darker self, and I would say, okay, you wanted to play, or you tried to play me, I'm going to show you that not only did you mess up, but you can't even play that game. The game that you're playing, you can't even play it on the level that I could play it on. And I would prove it time and time again. But then what I realized, again, like I said in my video, was that it was only hurting myself and bringing negativity and more drama into my life by me stooping to that low level just to prove a point. So, but then what I figured out was like, okay, wait a minute. I can still beat you at the game, but in an honorable way, which makes it actually even worse than me stooping to your level, because now when I stoop to your level, when I stoop to that level, then we're on equal terms. So it's like, okay, it almost validates what you're doing, because it's like you got me to come down to this level, and now I'm matching your energy. What I realized as I got older is when you rise above the energy, you can still beat this person at the game, but in such a way that there is no way they can retaliate against you from it. So again, what am I saying? When I felt like I got slighted in the past, I would stoop down to that level. Then I realized, oh, wait a minute. I understand the game better than a lot of people, like this life game. And what I've been preaching and what I've been telling everybody is that energy is the main thing that controls everything in this world. So once you understand that, then you can play the game on a higher level. So I know now that I don't have to stoop down to anybody's level to beat them at the game. Every time I rise above you in energy, you've already lost, because it starts with energy first. So if I'm coming in with a higher vibration of energy than you, and you do something to me on a low level, and I find out about it, instead of me bringing myself down to this level, if I just keep staying steady up here, you are gonna drown where you're at. You can't beat me at down here, because I'm playing the game on expert and you're playing the game at novice. You know what I'm saying? So again, let's say somebody cheated on me, or before, I'll say, like, yeah, if somebody, when I said in that last video, before, if I had found out somebody cheated on me, I would stoop to their level and I would show them that I can cheat better than you. So again, like I said, I would be serial cheating, which means that anything that came across my table, anybody who showed me any type of interest, I'm taking them down just to prove a point to you that you can't play this game on my level. But then what I realized was I don't have to do any of that stuff, because if you understand universal laws, you understand the way things work, then you don't even have to stoop down to that level. You just beat people energetically, and then the universe takes over. So you don't have to take any action against them people at all. If you find out, and this is to anybody who's watching these videos, if you find out somebody did you wrong or they did something to you, don't stoop down to their level, because that's only going to give them ammunition and validation to say, see, look, this was the reason why I did it, because look, he's a cheater too, like blah, 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 blah. But if you rise above it and you say, okay, you did that, okay, cool, you do you. Go do your thing. I'm not even tripping about that. You go do your thing. You keep your energy high, which means that, again, you're playing the game on expert level, because there is no higher level than high vibration. You know what I mean? There's no higher level than that. When you're low, you can rise up, but if you're already high, there's no higher to go. So if you're playing the game on expert level, which is walking in high vibration, then when somebody does something to you, you already have the knowledge of knowing that they really just played themselves. So yeah, they thought they were playing you, but really in the end, they're playing themselves, because what are the laws? Law of attraction, what you put out comes back to you. The law of karma, what you reap, you're going to sow. It's the same thing. So it's like, if you're playing somebody who was, especially if they were pure and they didn't do anything to you, they were walking with high intent and only had good intent for you, and high vibration and good energy, the only thing you're gonna do is when your bad karma comes to you, it's gonna be even more worse than what it was that you put out. So that's why I say don't walk around playing games with people, because the only thing that you're really doing is playing yourself. Even if you play somebody who's on the same level with you, you're still playing yourself, because at the end of the day, that is a direct message to the universe that you don't understand the laws, and we all are bound by these laws. Nobody's above them, and that's the thing that you got to understand, which is why I'm on here telling everybody and letting them know what the laws are. And that's, again, because of my own experience with it. I have cheated before, and I have been cheated on because of it. I have taken things before, and things have been taken from me because of it. You know what I'm saying? I have done good in my life, and good things happen when I do good. So it's very simple. The laws are simple, but a lot of people don't believe in the laws. They don't believe in karma. They don't believe in a higher power. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not religious by any means of the sense, but I do understand that there's a higher power out here that controls the space in between us, the energy in between us, the ether, that stuff is all real. And I know this because of my own life experiences, what I've been taught from the wisdom I've gotten from my mother and my uncle and other elders that I've talked to, and then my own life experiences told me and showed me, okay, no, yeah, this is what happens when you move this way, and this is what happens when you move this way. And anytime I ever played anything, like if I ever played with somebody in any type of way, it always ended up coming back to me at some point in my life. And that's what made me go, okay, I had to switch some things up, because I'm out here operating on a low vibration, and that's not even who I am at my core. Like, I'm allowing my environment and the circumstances that I was dealt have me feeling some type of way, but really at my core, I don't want to get over on nobody, or I'm not trying to take from anybody, or I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I really just want to be happy and live my life. Like, anybody who's around me, who gets around me and really knows me, knows that I'm not trying to hurt nobody. 9 times out of 10, I'm trying to give you something, if anything, whether it's some wisdom, or a helping hand, or it's some money, or it's whatever you might need in order to get yourself into a higher vibration on your journey. That's what makes me happy. I'm a people pleaser to a fault sometimes, you know what I mean? And I've learned lately to not be so. But again, even to bring it back to my relationships and my sexual encounters, I love pleasing so much that I got addicted to pleasing more than one woman at one time. That's how much I love to make people feel good. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, the understanding is that you cannot play with people in this world, because you're just playing yourself. And again, you're gonna run into somebody who's gonna play the game better than you. And then you're gonna feel stupid, because you're like, man, I sat up here and I thought I was playing a good game, but then you ran into an expert player and realized that no, you weren't even close to what you thought you were. Now your ego shot, which it should be, because we all have to drop the ego, you know what I mean, in order to really thrive in life. But now you got yourself in a position you don't want to have yourself in. So again, in this life, you don't want to walk around playing people. You want to treat everybody how you want to be treated, so that the universe will treat you how it sees you treating people. Because again, this thing is all connected. We're all connected. Again, Lion King, The Circle of Life. That movie is such a good movie, and I keep going back to that because it really teaches you everything you need to know about life within that movie. All these things that I'm saying are literally within that one movie. If you watch it, it's the circle of life. Nobody's better than anybody else. We're all connected. How the things that you do affect the people around you, and so you have to be mindful of that. So yeah, don't walk around here trying to play people. be upfront, be honest, be pure, and vibe on a high vibration. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.